champion. We run the world. We run the world.
A very good afternoon to one and all as we welcome you to the Atto Bolden Stadium. It looks a picture right now as we get ready for semi-final Friday, and this is the first of two semi-finals here today. We feature first up the Dominican Republic, the Group A winners, up against Group B runners-up. This is from Tier 1, Bermuda. And of course, today we wish to thank the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association, host for the 2025 CFU Club Shield and Challenge Series. The internet is powered by Flow. The CFU is partnering with FIFA for an expanded Challenge Series program. The Challenge Series is designed as a developmental tournament for players, referees, and coordinators. This year's edition included capacity building workshops, female athlete health advocate education, and a research survey.
It's simply about how many games you win, but more about how many lives you touch. This is why we do it. Because football is life.
Because we know firsthand the power of football can positively change lives.
Because there's nothing else we'd rather do. Because our hearts beat football.
Because there's nothing quite like representing your country.
For the love of the game. Por el amor.
Pour l'amour. I'd leave the war. For the love of the beautiful game.
Looking to put your brand front and center on the biggest screen in the house? That's where Flow comes in. With dozens of networks and thousands of shows, we can precisely pinpoint your customers based on interest and lifestyle all day, every day. From entertainment, sports, news, and foodies, we have them hooked. Contact one of our sales teams today. Flow, giving you a smarter and affordable way to advertise locally and regionally.
So we're just standing by here for the two teams to make their arrivals, and just to give you an idea, the Dominican Republic topped Group A, Tier 1 with 9 points, a perfect record, 15 goals scored, and they didn't lose a game. Puerto Rico finished in second place, 2 wins and a loss to the Dominican Republic, and they ended up with 6 points, well clear of Aruba and Trinidad and Tobago. In the other Group B of Tier 1, Jamaica topped that group with 9 points. Bermuda finished second with 4 points, 1 win, 1 draw, and a loss. Aruba also finished on 4 points, but Bermuda had a +1 goal difference as opposed to Aruba, who had a negative goal difference, or just a blank, 0. Trinidad and Tobago, of course, the other team in that group, didn't win a game. So that's the situation where these teams are. The starting 11 for the Dominican Republic: Wanderlei Bonilla Garcia in goal, number 12, Gia Marie Fernandez Rodriguez, number 10, the captain; Luna Camille Castillo Estevez, number 2; Samantha Jane Santana Griffin, number 4; Kaylee Melissa Lainez Dotel, number 6; Delilah Rose Antonini Ramirez, number 7; Delis Leticia Acero Ciprian, number 8; Zyla Marie Martinez Chamorro, number 11; Camila Olivia Morel, number 13; Gabriela Natalie Sanchez Lechia, number 14; and Paula Leandra Herrera Santeles, number 17. For Bermuda, Number 1 in goal, Sidney Denkins. Number 8, the captain, Avery Taylor. Number 2, Phoenix Williams. 6, Daisy Lindsley. Number 7, Philippa Marinas Duarte. Number 10, Alva Tucker. Number 11, Mia Derporte. Number 14, Priya Dill. Number 15, Devi Samuels. Number 16, Maribella Lohan. And number 20, Paloma Tucker. So those are the starting 11s for the respective teams. And we get ready for the playing of the national anthems of both countries as they get ready to make their way out into the middle. The Dominican Republic against Bermuda in semi-final number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you please rise for the playing of the national anthems of Dominican Republic and Bermuda.
So they have the national anthems of Bermuda. Prior to that, the Dominican Republic, as the players exchange pleasantries and get ready for battle in semi-final number 1 of this year's CFU Under-14 Challenge Series for girls. Remember, this tournament alternates between boys and girls. So one year it's girls, next year it's boys. and then revert to the girls the following year, and so on. So a big occasion for these under 14 youngsters as they get a taste of international football at a very young age. So they get an appreciation for performing in a foreign country, for rooming with their teammates away from home, and they also get the whole idea of what it takes to represent your country, especially away from home. So it's a big occasion for these players. So I'm sure they're very, very thrilled and excited. As you can see out there, they just want to get started. Here the officials having a word with the two captains, and of course Gio Mario Rodriguez for the Dominican Republic, and Avery Taylor, the captain for Bermuda. So again, the officials for this evening's games: Odette Hamilton is the referee. Jacette Kerr-Wilson is assistant number 1. Assistant number 2 is Adelian Santiago. The fourth official is Kenisha Prescott. The match commissioner is Shonali Henry. Sharon O'Brien is the delegate, and the referee assessor is Graham Brown. So those are the officials, the ones taking care of this, and of course with FIFA partnering this year's competition, they had an extensive coordinating, and of course it involved capacity building workshops, and as well as health education and so much more. So a lot is going into this tournament, almost on a daily basis. Even prior to the tournament, the officials would have been here going through their pieces. So we're getting ready for the start of this one, semi-final number 1, tier 1 of this year's tournament. I'm Ruskin Mark, thanking you so much for joining us, and here we go, with Bermuda kicking off in their pink strips and the Dominican Republic in the black strips at this stage. So Tucker trying to get possession of it, and they're playing it around. I see Samuels as Bermuda really doing a good job of trying to keep possession. That they're going to have to do that all day long to deny this Dominican Republic team. They really turn up the heat on Puerto Rico, the defending champions, and made it look relatively easy. So I think Bermuda, they have their hands full today, as the Cyprian. All the way back it goes to Estevez, Castillo Estevez, back there, the big number 2. And ball one back again. Coming up here is Ramirez. She's been outstanding all tournament long, and I'm sure she would like to have another good game today. Here she goes again, and just having that one snuffed out by a very alert Samuels coming over to help out. So big opportunity here for a corner kick first up. It's very early days yet, and Chamorro to be the provider. That is a very good corner indeed. Good air in it, so they're still not able to get the handle on it until now. It's eventually cleared away by Langley, and getting it out of immediate danger. Remember, we had tier 2 semis out at the Larry Gomes Stadium today as well. Ball played up, but again, all the players except the goalkeeper for the Dominican Republic inside the Bermuda half. So that just tells you what they're trying to do here: compress the field and make it as small as possible, and not give Bermuda much space to work with. And try to win the ball back almost immediately on it changing hands. So throwing Williams to take this one. She looks up and sees that she has again twisting there quite nicely. Tucker. But as soon as they start to scamper, they lose the handle. Ramirez attacking the middle of the defense. Really an aggressive run on her part. And good football, just holding it on there. Taylor, the captain. She's looking for something the other way. Chamorro gets it back. And she now has decided she's going to keep it. They are just waiting and trying to control the tempo. No panic just yet from the Dominican Republic. Cyprian trying to play a ball over the top, but again, it's just one person in that general area. She's a good one, but it's tough. Now, this is a dangerous ball, just a little too relaxed, and the ball just didn't have enough pace on it. And here's an opportunity for a shot. It might have taken a deflection. It did. And standing in the way there was Samuels. And luckily for her, it took that deflection and it went out. So again, the Dominican Republic, who would be favored in this game and favored heavily, applying early pressure. Chamorro again. This one played on the ground, and but she will get it back. Actually, it's picked up there by Rodriguez, the captain. She's the one. Again, that's Chamorro now, taking it wide and coming inside again. Thinking about a shot, but it goes very wide indeed. So Lainez showing that she too is anxious. To get involved early. Can Bermuda do something? They haven't had much of the ball so far. Lohan probably have not a touch just yet. So they really need to feature her early. She will give them opportunities. That was a tough throw to handle. And that is an infringement, a little cynical, but she really wanted to stop the play. Being dragged out of position quite a bit. The referee just having a word. So again, they are just trying to flood the box as much as possible. And here again, they give it away. Now a good opportunity, early ball. And here she goes again, Ramirez. Looking for some movement, does well. Can she get the cross in? Tries to whip it in, but again, recovering there quickly was Williams. And they can't get it across the face of the goal. But Bermuda under enormous pressure right now. They haven't been able to really settle down just yet. That's because it's constant pressure coming their way. The one played short and maybe encouraged to play it all the way back. It goes back now. Still, they have possession, early ball, and just trying to play a quick 1-2. But that goes awry, but they'll get it back immediately. And if she wants, she can play her goalkeeper. She has endless numbers back there. Morel doing well. Ball picked up, and here they come quickly again. Good movement And again, they aiming for Ramirez, but she's going to have to work for this one. As they bring it out now, Tucker trying her best to get involved, but the ball is just being won back quite easily, and they're taking full advantage. Ken Rodriguez trying to go down that right-hand side. That's where they feel they could be most potent. Ball played all the way back, Samuels. Now they're going further right with it. But again, the ball is just being lost right in that area. They're just before in the midfield area. And so they have to be so careful with that. That's a good ball. Now, can she get the cross in? They're looking on the inside. And again, looking up for some movement. There isn't much support, though, as she tries her best there, Duarte. And eventually is going to win a throw-in. Ball changes quickly. And they give it right back once again. So they haven't been able to really sort out just yet how they're going to break down this Dominican Republic defense, the Bermudans. But I'm sure they will keep trying. And that's one way to do it, to try to play it up the extremities of the field. But you're going to have to ensure that Tucker and company can run it down. Lovely ball. She's offside, and just a little too anxious to get forward there, Lohan. So again, another wonderful advert for women's football. See these young, exciting prospects showcasing their talent. Ball again, one back in midfield. Taylor doing her bit. Also inside there is Del Porter. And they win it back again, trying to get something. Tucker slips it nicely in there to Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets it up there to Lohan. Lohan turning, twisting, but I don't know if she had the power to beat the goalkeeper from that distance. So invariably she's going to have to give it up. And just in an attempt to make that pass, she had it blocked. So here they are again trying to come away with it, but quickly it's played upfield, and they're coming Rodriguez, Marie Rodriguez, and they played a lovely little ball, and there's a pull. That could be a card. In fact, it should be a card. I think the referee spotted it, and now here is Ramirez. She has a crack. It's over the bar. Now the referee did spot it, but she opted not to punish her, but you could see it was a serious pull of the hair, and I think she got away with one there, because clearly she was beaten by the speed going down that left hand side, and she just reached out and grabbed a bit of hair there. Now look at it here, watch it. She gone past her here, no, there you go, and just made a pull. Either she pulled the hair or the jersey. If this was American football, they would have said that was a horse collar tackle. Ball one back again, and she's looking for somebody. When is the shot going to come? Just a little over push there, and still trying to knife her way through, but not able to get any real power on it, is Lanez. And now we have a player down just inside the area. Bermuda can ill afford to lose too many buddies right now, especially from this starting group. They have done very well in the tournament, so I'm sure they're anxious to keep going. And getting to the final, that would be an achievement in itself. And then once you get there, then the next bet is to try to win it. And but the first you have to get there. And so far, so good. At least getting to the semi-final is an achievement in itself. So they're anxious to go all the way. So the players just getting a bit of a breather, 13 minutes gone, and the referee asking them to come back immediately and get on with the game. So again now goalkeeper Deacon. Again, this has been part of the Achilles heel, not able to really get distance on some of those clearances. Ball being picked up now again. This is a good ball by Bermuda, and a lovely little ball played forward there. Who is going to get there to finish it off? And still turning, twisting, trying to get the handle on it. Tucker, actually no, it's left there now, and trying to get the cross in, but it's easily tidied up by the Dominican Republic. That's a good ball, and just a good timely header there, stretching all the way by Cyprian, and she was able to avert danger. So Bermuda coming into their own just a little bit more now. Nice little flick there, and immediately they're on the move. That's a bad tackle, and not able to get the handle on it. If she gets up there, there's a player standing all alone at that back post there now, trying to Duarte, turning, twisting, and eventually they're going to come away with it. Morel gets it upfield now. They're running the Dominican Republic, and but that's a good tackle. And just taking it over the line, there's Rodriguez. So 15 minutes gone in this semi-final number one. No goals just yet. And neither goalkeeper really being forced to make a save. Although it has to be said, the Dominican Republic have looked the more likely to get something going goalwards, but as I said, nothing to cry home about, but that could change quickly. There's a nice little ball in, and the flicked on header there, but eventually it's cleared away, but only just, and now it's scrambled away. But that should remain the Dominican Republic's ball. Ramirez was chasing it like she really wanted to keep that in. Good header to keep it away. So Bermuda now defending. Down this right hand side, the Dominican Republic have had good success. That's another great ball in, and not handled very well, but they're still battling for it. Linez loses out. Good takeaway from Lohan, and now she gets it down this part on this left hand side. It goes to Tucker. Tucker now going back inside, and Lohan gets it back. She's trying her best. She's being really manhandled. She's small, but very shifty. And now the referee is saying it's going the other way. I really thought it should be going on the other way, but she says no. And it's going to be, well, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Lohan did have her hands on the shirt of Dotel Linez, and the referee decided to pull her up for it. So now they're going to take their official refreshment break. It's nice and hot, and I think they are anxious to get the players as hydrated as possible, because this is a demanding field. This is a full-size field. So these under 14 girls are having to run far distances, and it's obviously going to take its toll. And at this stage of the tournament, everybody is carrying some kind of niggle or something. So if you see players after being tackled, they go down and they stay down, that's understandable at this stage. It's because they probably came into today's game with something hurting, and like I always say, when you're playing at this level, something always hurts. It's another one played inside again as we get a restart here, and Rodriguez is brought down, but there was a shot, but the referee had already blown the whistle for the free kick. So this is good range, and you can see Rodriguez licking her chops there. Maybe she could try from distance. So this is going to be very interesting here now to see who will take charge. Yes, the shot, but it's tugged wide. Started to swing almost immediately on leaving her buzz. I'm sure Dotel Linez will want that back. Duarte turning, twisting, very shifty, and looking up now. Can she get the pass off? Still running with it, but then runs into problems. Luckily, she has help. And that's a ball play. That's too strong though. But they're trying to get the ball out of their own half, which has not been easy for them. Bermuda, because the Dominican Republic have done a good job of compressing the field and making it as small as possible. And now this could be another opportunity for them. Can they get the ball inside? That's not a bad ball at all. And tackles coming in there thick and fast. Good build-up play as they hold on to possession now. Just taking the time. Lechia. Ramirez doing very well. But she loses out though. And Lohan now gets it back. But it's picked up easily. Taylor trying to get in there. The referee had spotted a foul. So the coaches are anxious. This is, of course, the coach of the Bermuda team. They keen to try and keep the scoreline, frustrate the Dominican Republic as much as possible. But that's not going to help because once you give it away up there, you're asking for trouble. Rodriguez spreads it wide. Morel is there looking for some support. tries to play it back inside, but it's taken away now. And a chance to get it up that line, but it's way too easily handled by Santana Griffin. Throw taken quickly though, and but it's now intercepted again by Chamorro, and they're coming the other way. But that's an attempt at a defense splitting pass from very deep, and she wins it back though, and now she's trying to play a good ball. Ramirez is on the move. Can she keep it in? She gets around it, but it's nicely blocked once again by Samuels. A nice recovery from her. So it remains goalless now, 23 minutes into the first half of this semi-final number 1. This is the 2025 CFU Under-14 Challenge Series from the Bolden Stadium in central Trinidad. The Dominican Republic against Bermuda. The Group A winners against the Group B runners-up. Here's a nice little corner inside and headed away. This time not waiting on the goalkeeper. So there she was tackling to win the ball, and here she was heading it away. So she's been kept very busy, Samuels. She's on that first post, manning that first post, and doing a great job so far. As are the other girls. They've all been putting in the effort. Here's a cross again, and that one is giving the goalkeeper problems. It might go in. It's battled there, and eventually it's still on the ground, and it's now cleared away. Well. That ball was just pinging around. Still an opportunity. They haven't gotten out of harm's way just yet, Bermuda. They dodged a serious bullet there. Here is Morel looking around. Decides that she's going to go back with it. Cyprian just slowing it down. She has Estevez back there, Castillo Estevez. And now Chamorro battling away for it, but loses out. And they're going to try to regroup now. And that's good football again. Line here spreading it wide. Looks up and sees Santel's over there. Back it comes. And ball played forward again. But coming and meeting it is Cyprian. And now she has to go back. It's a good ball inside though. And again, changing positions quickly. Ramirez. She has a shot just wide. And that's brilliant football and good thinking on her part. And she didn't need too much prompting there. Just as she skipped past the defender, the other one failed to close her down. And she had the shot on its way in a flash. So this has been the issue for Bermuda. They can't get the ball out of harm's way on a consistent basis. Sometimes they can break down the defense, but on most occasions they struggle to bring it out cleanly. It's been the Dominican Republic who have been pressing here, and ball played out on that far side. Morel is over there. She is looking for some assistance. Finally, it comes by way of Santels. And they go further back, all the way back. And again, that's a risky ball. But a nice attempt there, Chamorro, to try to flick it on to Rodriguez, but just a little too straight. Although the easier ball would have been to roll it to the wing back. Rodriguez turning, twisting, looking up. She has support. She goes down and should be a free kick, and it is a free kick. Going in there and just laying it on the line. There was Williams. Really just upending Rodriguez. Blocking her, not allowing her to pass. So 27 minutes gone. Can they break this deadlock now? Another free kick, but not as strong as some of the others. Look at Chamorro trying to play a straight ball in, and does not. And Santels is there. She turns nicely, looks up and sees that she has running away from her and trying to get inside Lechia, but they have to come back with Santels. Griffin now coming across to Estevez. Estevez looks up, sees that she has the big number 8 there, Cyprian. Cyprian is thinking of getting a cross in, but it's way too straight. And it's going to be taken by the goalkeeper, Sydney Deacons. She hasn't had much to do, but this is like her Achilles heel. And this is a good kick, relatively, compared to some of the others. So no goals so far in this encounter. And that really should be a foul through, because that back leg was off the ground before that ball left the hand. Nevertheless, the referee says play on. And here we come again. This is Lechia turning. And Chamorro having a go. But that's not going to hurt Deacons at all. And now she decides to use her wing backs. And that's dangerous football. Well read again by Lechia. She's going inside, plays the ball back, and tidied up nicely. Now can they keep possession of it? That's a good little ball, but it's a little behind, and it's taken away. And that forces a quick reaction there. So it's going to be another free kick. So what is she going home from here? This is too high. Again, getting under it. So for the frustration starting to mount now for the Dominican Republic. Here's another one going towards goal, but again, they're being really frustrated here a little bit, and you're beginning to sense that the Dominican Republic, they're probably figuring by now they should have at least be a goal up, but they haven't really been able to get much on target, and when they do, it's harmless. Doesn't have the real power in it to beat the goalkeeper. Taken away quickly, and they're on the move now, looking for something, not finding much, trying to play a really tough pass. That ball have to carry the full width of the field almost, and it's given away. Good ball played in. Can she play the early ball? Being harassed though, and prevented from doing so. Here's a kick going towards goal, and it's bobbled, but handled in the end by Garcia. Tidied up. Shot taken from a long way out. And they have possession again. Ball going in the area. Can she get it across? She should. This will be a great chance here. Turn nicely, but the shot is blocked. Good skill, really fantastic footwork there by the Ponte. She just couldn't finish the effort. Chamorro, lovely ball played inside, and Rodriguez trying to play it first time, loses out. And now game is becoming a little more evenly balanced. The Ponte does well, gets it back. Here they come again, trying her best to keep it. Samuels plays a nice little ball in there to Lohan. She's trying to play it out wide for Tucker. But here it is again, turning, twisting, good close dribbling. And but when the shot came, there was nothing behind it. And that could be the difference between these two teams. If they are not able to really put away chances when they carve open the defense like that, you want to be able to at least force a save out of the goalkeeper. Now they win it back. They won it back quickly here, and Rodriguez now trying to go inside and runs into trouble there. She goes down, and they're coming away with it quickly now. Tucker plays a nice little ball, but she plays it behind the Lohan, and it's given away, taken by Estevez, but she returns the favor. Nice little ball played inside. As they battle for it, the Ponte gives it up. Running now, trying to take on the defense, and still coming forward. Taylor getting more and more involved. Here is Duarte turning, twisting, and then they have to just to cool it down and start it over. Dylan Company just starting to see a lot more of the ball now. And those are good positive signs for them. So again, the battles in midfield being won by the bigger, stronger players. And now they have to kind of rebuild here and retool. Still, Bermuda just seeing more and more of the ball. 2 minutes of time added on in the first half. So far, so good for Bermuda in this first half. And can she turn? Thinking about it, but then she runs into trouble there. Ramirez turning. Ramirez gets it back to and plays a nice little ball inside. Here is Rodriguez, and she slips and falls just as she was about to pull the trigger.
Gentlemen, the fourth official on the sideline has indicated that
So we have 2 minutes of added on time, and so we see how they're able to really pick themselves up here. So the Dominican Republic, they really enjoyed the first, I would say, 25 minutes of this thing. Then, but gradually you could see Bermuda getting more and more into the game, and they gotta have a chance here now to get the cross in, and that's good football. As it bounces coming here, Cyprian has it. Who does she find? She picks it up and gets it into the middle. Good football again. Chamorro slips it inside there and still going hard, trying to get to the end of it, but unable to do so. Is Linez. However, Ramirez, she's been here, there, and everywhere, still going, taking on two defenders until eventually the third one cleans it up for Bermuda. So time running out here in the Dominican Republic. I'm sure they would want to maybe get a lead. But so far, so good for Bermuda. They have been able to frustrate the efforts of the Dominican Republic and keeping them very, very honest indeed. And at the end of the first half, it is the Dominican Republic 0, Bermuda 0.
Ready now. Ready now. Ready now. Who kick it down? Who lift the tree? Caribbean girls, they never give up. Kick it like a champion, girl, rise up from the sunshine shows. We light it up. The dreams in our hearts and strength in our souls. We kick it like a champion. We run the world.
Simply about how many games you win, but more about how many lives you touch. This is why we do it.
Because football is life.
Because we know firsthand the power football can positively change lives.
Because there's nothing else we'd rather do. Because our hearts beat football.
Because there's nothing quite like representing your country.
For the love of the game. Por el amor.
Pour l'amour. I'd leave the war.
For the love of the beautiful game.
Protection that moves to your beat. Protect your home with Armor Security. With 24/7 monitoring, instant alerts, motion sensors, and rapid response, you and your loved ones stay protected day and night. Sign up for the Protector or Commander package today and get a free security camera and installation. Armor Security, powered by Flow, in partnership with All Pro Security. We keep your rhythm flowing. Visit us in-store or online at discoverflow.co for more details.
We welcome you back here as we get ready for second half action in this encounter. Let me again remind you, we want to say thanks to the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association, host for the 2025 CFU Club Shield and Challenge Series. The internet is being powered by Flow. The CFU is partnering with FIFA for an expanded Challenge Series program. The Challenge Series is designed as a developmental tournament for players, referees, and coordinators. This year's edition involved capacity building, workshops, female athlete health education, and a research survey. As we get ready for the second half of this encounter, remember it's still goalless between Bermuda and the Dominican Republic. So we have another 35 minutes to go already. And here we go. I could tell you that at the Larry Gomes Stadium, French Guiana.
Substitution for Dominican Republic. Out number 13, Camila Morel. In 9, Mara Torres.
So Torres is on for Morel. And immediately she's into action here. And looking now for some kicking room, doesn't get in there. Still, they keep possession. Here's a shot, and but it's again to.
17, Paula Santilli, and in number 3, Renata Alba. Substitutions for Bermuda.
So Renata Alba is also on. Santels is out.
In number 19, Mila Rutherford. Out number 6, Daisy Langley. In number 4, Leanna Williams.
So Leanna Williams also on number 4, and here again is Torres trying her best. She's going to get a second bite of the cherry here, and Torres looking for some movement, not going to find any there, so she gives it up. And Lachia bring it all the way back to Griffin. She plays a nice little ball over there, but for once Chamorro can't control it, and she loses the handle on it, but unfairly so, says the referee. So it's going to be a free kick, and Estevez looks like she's lining this one up. It's a low shot, but it's deflected away, and it still stays in the area. Torres is still running it down. And can they do something with it now to start this second half on a high? Lecce goes past one, knifes away close to the area, to the edge of the area, sets it back. Here's a little pass. I don't think that was a shot. She was just trying to get rid of it, and she's trying to get it at Ramirez. She is looking for kicking room. Taken away, and it's going to be a corner kick to the Dominican Republic. So just as they started the first half, so they started the second. Let me also tell you that French Guiana have beaten Guyana. They were tied goalless, and in the ensuing penalty shootout, they won it 7-6 in the end. Here's a lovely ball in, and creating some problems. Still they can't get it out, and Ramirez looking for some movement. Decides she's going to give it back. Rodriguez now plays the ball across the area. A shot on the turn, but again, they just can't finish it. Lechia just getting air under that one. And no real power. Still the battle for it. The Porte loses out though. And now fighting back for it. Here is Lioness. She gets it forward to Ramirez. And that's going to be a free kick. She goes down and stays down. So again, another free kick, and you can't keep giving them free kicks. Eventually, one of them will more than likely go in. So you have to be so careful what you're doing. And Ramirez is lining this one up. Here is the shot, but again it's tugged wide. It's a bit windy here as well, so they have to kind of work out the effects. Yeah, they come in trying to bring it out, but again having difficulty doing so, and almost gifting it back to the Dominican Republic. In fact, they do give it back. Another ball played into space. Big chase there, but I don't think she's going to get there. She needed legs like oblique Seville in order to catch up with that one. And it bounced and just rolled away from her. So both teams having already made a couple changes, and now they're trying to see if those changes can give them. Here's Alba, one of those changes made. Now a ball in the area, but again, good defending. Just doing enough to get it out and making sure. But this time it's won back by the Dominican Republic. They have movement down the left-hand side though. And the Captain Rodriguez plays a lovely ball in, and that's a stab just wide. Wow, wow, wow. And is it a penalty? Did she play it with her hand? It looked like she played it with her hand, the defender. She was coming across, and the ball just seemed, you can see the ball change direction. But look at this run by Rodriguez down the byline, got her left foot around it, sweetly played in, and an early stab at goal. And you could see the defender there, and immediately the appeals went up, and the referee pointed to the spot. So now, Rodriguez, can she give her team the lead here now? An opportunity here in the 42nd minute to make it, and she skies it. Wow, wow, wow. High and not so handsome. So, could say they dodged a serious bullet there, Bermuda. Is this going to be one of those days for the Dominican Republic when they huff and puff, but they failed to blow the house down? But they've started brilliantly in this second half. And every time a tackle is won against Alpha Tucker, there are loud cheers from the crowd, as if every time she's rubbed off the ball, it had to be a foul. But she's so light that all you have to do is lean on her, and chances are she'll lose out. Here again is a case in point. Because they're so small, some of them, they're so light. Rodriguez again, she had success a short while ago. She's at it again, looking for something. And this time she's pulled up for probably just barging. So no goals so far in this encounter. And really the pressure mounting now on the Dominican Republic. Can they keep going, or will they allow Bermuda to come and steal a goal and maybe win it? Torres, can she do something? Since she's come on, she's been very lively, and but then she gives it away. However, there's precious little on top. They were trying their best to get Rutherford going, and now Cyprian. Nice little ball down to Rodriguez, looks inside, and she would see that Lecce is there, but she again goes byline. Now she plays the ball across. Opportunity for Ramirez. Hammers it, but saved. No, Torres. Can she finish it off? No, she can't. still again, and a nice little block there. Ramirez with the shot that was eventually cleared away, and once again Deacons denies the Dominican Republic. Is this going to be one of those days? Let Chamorro plays it in, but it's given away, but they win it back. Linez decide they're going to come all the way back. Estevez to Griffin. Griffin looking up, sees that she has Cyprian to her left, but decides to go inside to Lecce. And still Rodriguez now mashing the line on this left-hand side. Decides to cut inside. Now she's attacking the heart of the defense, but then she rolls it across the face of the goal, and it's wide. Well, you could just feel the anxiety. They weren't making that many bad passes earlier. Now they feel that everything has to be like directly at goal. But here is Ramirez trying to battle for it. She comes and takes it, has a crack again. It's over the bar. So she is like a woman possessed right now. You could just sense the urgency in her play. And it looked like the Ponte is coming off. And in her place is Simon. Rather, it is Medeiros. So again, so Duarte is off, and she's replaced by Shaw. And Ponte is on, and on is Medeiros. Good turn here by Rutherford, but again they just give it back to them, and Cyprian gives it up. As I go right side this time, here's Alba showing great patience. Estevez, Castillo Estevez trying to play a long ball into Torres, but it doesn't get there. And now they're just trying to hold on to it, and but they can ill afford to play it around at the back. Again, this is Torres. She has a shot and scores. The substitute has scored. Torres in the 47th minute. The Dominican Republic, they've been huffing and puffing, and finally they've been able to break through. Mara Zamira Molina Torres. You look at it again, the defense really, for once, they dwell on the ball for too long, and just that push there was enough to cause enough confusion, and Samuels could only hold her head as she knows it was her error that allowed Ramirez to just get a toe in, and with that deflection, the ball settled nicely there for Torres, the substitute, and she banged it home. Here now is a chance though, opportunity, and the referee says play on. The player goes down, and still they're battling for it. And
Mara Torres in the 48th minute.
so Torres, the goal scorer, and immediately we look at Cyprian stays down after that little collision there, and there is Torres, happy as anyone, with a smile as big as you could imagine. They've been working hard for this since she's come on. She's been really very, very lively and threatening, and eventually she was able to break the deadlock. So there is a goal in this game. We had a penalty that was missed. We had a goal line clearance late in the first half. And they'd be knocking, and nothing doing. We had a brilliant save a short while ago by goalkeeper Deacons. And all in all, frustration for the Dominican Republic, but finally they can breathe a sigh of relief. So we're getting ready for the resumption here. 1-0 now. Can Bermuda find something from somewhere? Or will Dominica finally get cracking and start to put away some of the chances they've created? Alba gets it in. But again, the ball won back, and Rodriguez now, she's really putting in a shift here. She's going hard at the defense, and she's threatening every time she goes down that left-hand side. So another corner kick to the Dominican Republic. So let's see if Rodriguez could deliver something of substance here. Okay, so actually the goalkeeper is coming for it, and that was Ramirez who was kicking it. And this is a good ball out to Torres now. She's looking to slow it down. There are two players there, so she reads that and decides against it. Not the best pass back, but they will tidy it up, Alba. And she decides she's going all the way back to goalkeeper Banton, or rather all the way back to her goalkeeper Garcia. And Cyprian not able to keep that one in. And now she's going to get a yellow card for batting away the ball. She was convinced that the throw should have been hers, and then just for that she was shown the card. So can they find something here now? So Dylan Company trying to hold the midfield together, and Torres and co trying to see if they can't knife past the wall of defenders that Bermuda has there. Here's Torres again fighting hard, still coming, tries to play it into Ramirez, but that is blocked, and Alba wins it back. But a nice little ball played up in there quickly now. Can they move for Rutherford? Still they just pulling it around in that little space there, and then eventually it's given away. So Rodriguez now, does she have the energy to go for another little sprint down that left-hand side? She does well again, and this time she's going to get a corner kick once more. So she's been really pushing, trying to stretch the defense down this left-hand side. So the two Williams sisters on defense now. Leanna Williams came on as a substitute, went in number 4. There's a ball in. The goalkeeper is coming, and this could be another chance, but again, it's just up, up, and away. And Rodriguez really just turns around, and rather, it was Lecce who turns around in disgust. Not happy at all. Couldn't get on top of that one. So it looked as if Alva Torres is coming on, or Tucker is coming off, and Simmons is on. And coming off, Cyprian. And again, also coming off is Chamorro. So Tavares is on, the number 5, and also coming on is number 16, Gomez, for the Dominican Republic. So again, the ball just bouncing around there, and not able to take advantage. It's a good ball played into space now. It's a bit of a foot race, and look support now coming, but it's played right across the box here. Just coming on now a short while ago, but crowded out and taken away from Hurd. But that's good defensive work there. Shaw.
Out number 10.
So now the players will get a chance to take their break, their mid-session break. So another chance for them to just cool down a little bit and to get some instructions and see if they can't get cracking again.
In number 5, Mariana Tabel. Out number 8, Daly Cyprian. And number 16, Emma Gomez.
So one goal separating these two teams at the moment, and I'm sure we'll hear a lot of chatter. As the referee quickly gets them back into positions here. And you know, this is really anxious moments for these teams here now, because nobody wants to make a mistake at this stage. So let's see the throw in, and that's just coming off the arm there. So Bermuda now, with all to do, can they do something special, that is? So a free kick to the Dominican Republic. All the noise you're hearing is before Puerto Rico. Their players have come out, the defending champions, with work to do against Jamaica. That's another one just kicked upfield, but to no one in particular. So this is where it becomes a challenge now because you kind of want to mix your play. You want to attack, but you don't want to just expose yourself to a sucker punch. Here's the ball inside in the area, still pinging around there. There's the shot blocked again, and Torres trying to get something, and this time it's just scooped up in the air, and to no harm done. So anxious moments here now for Bermuda. They have to be careful. You don't want to just allow the Dominican Republic to score a second goal. That might basically kill the game. But what you have to do, you have to kind of balance your attack, even though you know you have to go further into attack at this stage because you need a goal. And it may come a time you lose by 1, you lose by 10, doesn't matter, but you have to try to get back that one goal. That is the separating, the deciding factor now. There goes Rodriguez again, still going, and then eventually she's brought down, or she falls down, and now they're having problems getting it out of harm's way. Gomez mixing it up there, and the ball though, one back, that's a good ball, it's going into Ramirez, and she just didn't have any backspin on it. It just hit and bounced towards the keeper as opposed to coming back to the attacker. Ball given away again. Ramirez still going. Has a shot saved. Again, Ramirez very busy indeed. She's working really hard, and Jenkins doing her bit to try to deny them at every turn. But it's not easy for her. Shah getting involved and still going. Samuels. That's a tough ball. That's going to run comfortably to Garcia. And she's in no hurry to play this. Again, good control there again from Samuels, but it's all happening now at the wrong end of the field for Bermuda. They need it up in the Dominican Republic's half, like here, and more like that. But again, the ball is just left and coming away with it. She left it initially and then had to come back and clean it up herself, Griffin. Her teammate thought she was going to play it. She left it for her. And then with the attacker, with Shaw screaming coming forward. That's a good ball inside and still trying to get in there. But the battle is on. Shadow takes it and then eventually it's cleared over the line there by Tavares. So Bermuda still alive here. 62.5 minutes gone. So time running out on them. 7.5, that's about 7 minutes or so left. Can they pull one back here? Get this equalizer. Ball played in nicely and headed away, but look at who is running there. This is Ramirez. She's here, there, and everywhere. She's looking to play one up that line, plays it. And just trying to get it up there to Lechia, but she loses the handle on it. It goes back now where it's Leandra Williams, the other Williams sister. And they're still trying desperately to get the ball forward, but again, those passes are being intercepted nicely by the defenders, and that's a little too strong. And you could see Gomez knowing exactly what she wanted to do there, but So throwing, Shaw has it. She's looking for you know who. This lady has been very, very excited since coming on. Still going, but then she loses the handle on that one. And it's going to be a corner kick because it did take a deflection. So Torres wins a corner. The goal scorer giving the Dominican Republic a foot in the final. And when they beat Puerto Rico a couple of days ago, I was making the point that these two teams could meet again in the final. The Dominican Republic with a chance to book their place in the final if they could tack on a second one here. This could make life very difficult. Not bad. Curling in there. And still nobody's coming. She gets a chance. Swirls it in at the back post. It's still being pinged around there. Here's Torres. Rather, this is Ramirez. She gets it, squeezed it in. Saved by the goalkeeper. Wow, wow, wow. Again, denied by the brilliance of Deacons in goal. She cannot kick it out. She's calling on somebody to come for the ball. And they seem to be running away. The last time they did this, it resulted in the goal because they were dwelling with the ball in the area and it got away from them. But here now, they still have numbers up, knifing away forward, still going. And then eventually she is brought down. So it's going to be another free kick. And I'm sure you know who's going to try from there. Ramirez is probably going to try her luck from distance. And who is to blame her? She's been really outstanding. And I see no reason why she can't try her luck from here. Can she finally get her name on the score sheet? She deserves it. She's been here, there, and everywhere. She's been denied a couple of times by the goalkeeper. She's kicked wide on a couple of occasions. She's been blocked on a couple of more. But she has a chance here now. Can she keep it down? Can she get it over the wall and under the bar? That's the main thing. And, of course, to get it on frame. Let's see if she does that low and hard. That, too, is deflected. Gomez! That, too, is bouncing wide. And that's gone for another corner kick. So Bermuda cannot get out of their own penalty area right now. And that's not where they want to be. 66 and a half minutes gone. So we just have under 3.5 minutes plus whatever added on time in this encounter. Remember, these are 35-minute halves, so 70-minute games for the U14s. Here's a ball curling in on the back post. The header there, pinning around, but still kept in. And Rodriguez is going to kill some time there. Looking, she has 3 pink shirts with her. If she looks up, she'll see Alba is waiting for it. Alba looks at white in the white of the eye, and then she just casually plays a careless ball. All she had to do is roll the ball back to Alba, her defender, and they probably would have still had possession. But she opted to dribble it, and then when she was ready to release it, wasn't the best of passes. So, but they ran another minute off the clock, and look at the speed at which they're tracking down the ball. They want it back. They could tell that they're eager to get the ball and do something with it. Still going. Now they're playing it forward again, and Rodriguez is still there. She was trying to get it back to Shaw, but it doesn't get that far. And also up there mixing it up was Lainez. So Shaw with the throw quickly gets it in there to Torres, the goal scorer. Torres turning, twisting, looking for something, trying to dupe her way through. Still going, loses the handle on it. And now picking the pocket, has a shot and hits the side netting. Again, the ball just curling and curling a little too early, and Leccia misses out yet again. Look at it on the right foot, and you see the curl, that early curl takes it into the side netting as opposed to on the other side of the upright. Here's Alba. Plays a nice little ball. Gomez is trying to get in there, still battling for it. but it runs to Rodriguez on her left foot. She plays a nice little ball inside Ramirez. No, it's just not her day. She misses wide yet again. So 69, we're into the final minute of play. And can Bermuda finally break through here? Still Torres, she going for a little scamper. No, she decides to check, looking up, still trying to hold on to it. Shah, the substitute, sees that she has plenty of support over on that far side. Here's a ball played in to Estevez. 3 minutes of added on time still to play, and they're still kind of fumbling up. Rodriguez, can she get a shot off? That is going to be a free kick, and it's either Rodriguez is going to play it or Ramirez is going to have another go. And I think they deserve to give it to Ramirez. She's been fighting here for everything, and I see no reason why they can't let her have another crack. Or is it going to be the captain who is going to do the honors? Or no, what they've decided is that they're going to leave it for Santana Griffin. So she has come up from the back. So the big stopper who has had a monster game at the back again is getting ready now to see if she could add on another one here. Here's a shot save once again by Deakins in goal. A wonderful strike, but an even more impressive save by Deakins. But it's another corner for, or they haven't gone out, so they're just keeping it in the corner there. And Torres not playing it and just trying to run clock, as they say. And so you just see the smarts of these young ladies, and they follow exactly what the pros do. And now they're going to just run some more clock by getting a player to come all the way from the defense to throw the ball. The referee trying to get her to hurry up, but she's going as fast as she can, ref. That's probably what they're all saying. And now it's going to be Shah, the substitute. Can she get the ball in? And it's just not a powerful throw, but Torres is right there battling for it. A throw into Bermuda, but it just seems as if they're just kind of bewildered because they're not quite sure how they're going to get this ball, where they want to put it, and how they're going to get it there. And a little turn twist, but who is she going to pass it to? Shah looking up, and now she wins a throw in, and they're going to take forever to throw that one in as well. So there's the whistle to signal the end of the contest. So one goal separating the two teams, and it's that young lady who came on as the substitute and got the only goal of the game in the 47th minute. Remember, they missed a penalty in the 42nd minute. Rodriguez, the captain, blazing over bar, but Maria Molina Torres showing them how it should be done, as she was able to get it over the line from close range, and a bad mix-up at the back, caught in possession, and they paid the ultimate price there. Bermuda battled hard, but in the end, it is the Dominican Republic 1, Bermuda 0. So this is what it looked like, and again, the Dominican Republic, they were trying hard to take control of this game early. And here's another one, but that just drifted wide as they were looking for that early goal. And keeping the pressure on here again is Ramirez. She's again trying something from distance, but as has happened so much, didn't work. Lovely ball played in. Opportunity here for Duarte, turning, twisting, and then just coming over Lioness to block it. And Rodriguez, the captain, she had a monster game as well. Tackling on, and that was a brilliant tap in. But again, the goalkeeper and the defender, but it hit the hand of the defender. The penalty was awarded and blazed over by Rodriguez. She held her head here, but this lady, she was here, there, and everywhere. Brilliant save again from Dakins to deny Ramirez. And then this little mishap here, dwelling on the ball on defense, fell to Torres, and she normally strong on her left foot, got enough of her right foot onto it, and it flew in. Still, they kept probing, looking for that insurance, and everything they tried to either went high or wide, or the goalkeeper saved. So again, the ball still pinging around, and it just wouldn't go in the goal, despite the best efforts of the Dominican Republic. They really pushed, and that one looked like it was heading towards goal. That too looked like it had goal in it. But again, the eventual player of the match, Jenkins, coming up with a brilliant effort again. This one going into the side netting to deny them there. So frustration for Bermuda, jubilation for the Dominican Republic as they prevail in this one by 1-0 and have a place in the final. Thank you very much. So we're chatting here with Cindy Denkins, the amazing goalkeeper for Bermuda. Unfortunately, you didn't win the game, but you won the Player of the Match award for a brilliant performance. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. How you feeling? How you feel about your performance?
I feel amazing because our team did amazing and we're top 4 in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the aim, to try to get to the semi-finals? But I know you would have got to the final.
Yeah, but we still did amazing.
Well, that's good. And how you felt the team played today?
I think they played great.
You didn't score. That's the main thing. I think goals win matches.
Yeah, it's okay then.
Yeah, but you saved quite a bit as well. And how has the performances in the other games prepared you for today and for the kind of performance that you gave?
I watched over to look at mistakes and like flaws in other teams so I can work on what I need to, like my skills and stuff.
Well, that's good. Congratulations again and well done. Okay, go ahead and celebrate with your teammates as she no doubt won the Player of the Match award here for Game 1 today. First semi-finals in the book, the Dominican Republic, with Torres getting the lone goal, and they are through to Sunday's final. Who will they play? It's between Jamaica and, of course, Puerto Rico, the defending champions. We have to wait to see how that one will pan out. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors. And of course, we want to say thanks to the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association, the host for the 2025 CFU Club Shield and Challenge Series for the under-14s. Of course, our internet is powered by Flow, and the CFU is partnering with FIFA for an expanded Challenge Series program this year. The Challenge Series is designed as a developmental tournament for players, referees, and coordinators. And this year's edition involves capacity building workshops, female athlete health education, and a research survey. So once again, thanks to all our sponsors and our partners for making it possible. Game 2 is coming up next, Puerto Rico against Jamaica.
It's simply about how many games you win, but more about how many lives you touch. This is why we do it.
Because football is life.
Because we know firsthand the power football can positively change lives.
Because there's nothing else we'd rather do.
Because our hearts beat football.
Because there's nothing quite like representing your country.
For the love of the game. Por el amor.
Pour l'amour, I'd leave the war.
For the love of the beautiful game.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So, even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Not simply